Suan grew up in the poorest province of Thailand. Her parents saved every penny that they had to give her a bright future, but the cost of tuition was still too high, so she dropped out of school. To support her family, she worked in a factory where she sold food on the street. The night and days were long and difficult. Over the years, men came into her life. They abused her, betrayed her, and took everything she had from her, even the children she gave them. When her parents' family forced her out of the house, Suan moved to a bigger city, believing it would be easier to make money. Lured by the promise of money, Suan took a job in an underground club, and this was her first step into prostitution. Her boss kept all of her earnings, and all she got were the meager tips. Tired of working for nothing, she moved to Bangkok, the biggest, richest city in Thailand. She had no friends or family, only the desire to survive. For 4 years, she worked in Soi Cowboy, Bangkok's infamous red light district. Night after night, she sold her body, but instead of finding answers, she found more pain and fear. Every time Suan used the brothel system for work, her boss charged her for renting the space. The more she made, the more she owed, and she was trapped. The only good thing in Suan's life was her boyfriend. He was kind, and she loved him very much. But not long ago, Suan and her boyfriend were in a terrible accident. Doctors fought to save her boyfriend's life, but he died. She didn't get to say goodbye. Suan would lay in a hospital for many days and nights, mourning the man she loved. She was discharged with even more debt, and once again found herself alone. Around this time, a friend invited her to a dinner party, and this friend paid off Suan's nightly debt at the bar so she didn't have to work that night. When Suan came to the king's table, she ate the best food, saw the smiling faces, and the men were serving her, wanting nothing in return. And she kept asking herself, why are they doing this? And when someone prayed for her, Suan felt something she's never felt before. A presence that did not come from this world. It was pure. It was holy. Suan asked her friend, what was that? And her friend explained that was Jesus. And when Suan heard of his great love, his mercy and forgiveness, she knew it was a gift she could not refuse. Right then and there, Suan opened her broken heart. Not too long later, she made another life-changing decision. She left the red light for good. She was connected to a safe home, a stable job, and finally, a new family. When she looks in the mirror, Suan sees a different person, a person filled with peace and freedom. Suan's name has been changed, but her story is real. Not every story is like Suan's. Right now in Thailand, there are thousands of young girls with stories like Suan's, hoping to be seen, wanting to be free, and longing to be loved for who they are. We can't do this on our own strength. We want to follow the Father of compassion into the nations. Together, we can bring hope to the story of the women trapped in the red light, one story at a time. We can help other vulnerable girls like Suan get free from that life and help prevent others from falling into that life. We envision planting an outpost of compassion in Bangkok, a dwelling place of His presence. We hope to open a coffee house, a gathering space for the rescued, where emergency housing and care is available, a place where the women in the red light can come and find refuge, and start a new story into freedom. Often we ask girls, do you want to leave the life of the red light? And they say, where would I go? Who would take a person like me? Who would hire someone like me? This coffee shop will serve as a safe place where the vulnerable can find community, receive healing, and find dignity in the work at a coffee shop. God gives power to the weak. We believe we will see God raise up an army of rescued and restored women in Thailand. We believe God is opening a door in Thailand for us to step into His story there. Suwan's story is one of pain, but we've seen how much hope has come into her life in these last couple months. I want to encourage you, church, to take part of this story that God is writing here and there. There's many ways you can step into this story. Firstly, is you can pray. Pray for our friends in Thailand. Pray for the vulnerable in Thailand. Pray for our partners in Thailand. Pray for our church as we step into this new expedition with the Holy Spirit. Pray that we meet the right people and have favor with the government and have favor with our friends on the ground. Pray this year and ask the Lord, am I supposed to step into that story? Am I supposed to go to Thailand this year with the church? Am I supposed to go and be a part of one of these missions trips this year? Ask the Lord, how can I give towards this new thing that the Lord is birthing in Thailand? Part of our giving this year will go directly to the efforts of rescuing women out of the red light district. We know His presence, it changes everything. And we believe His presence in this coffee shop in Bangkok will set people free, will set the captives free. So I want to invite you to step into the compassionate story of God, both here and there.